A certain woman of the wives of the sons of the prophets cried out to Elisha, saying, Your servant, my husband, is dead, and you know that your servant feared the Lord. And the creditor is coming to take my 2 sons to be his slaves. So Elisha said to her, What shall I do for you? Tell me, what do you have in the house? And she said, Your maidservant has nothing in the house but a jar of oil. Then he said, Go borrow vessels from everywhere, from all your neighbors, empty vessels. Do not gather just a few. And when you have come in, you shall shut the door behind you and your sons. Then pour it into all those vessels and set aside the full ones. So she went from him and shut the door behind her and her sons, who brought the vessels to her, and she poured it out. Now, do we ever come into places like that in our lives, where it seems like we're caught between a rock and a hard place, where it seems like things are not going the way that we are expecting, and it looks like we are hanging at the end of the rope? First thing we learn through this Bible is that God knows our problems. There is no problem that you're going through that God does not understand. Verse 2, the second part of it, it says, Tell me, what do you have in the house? And she said, Your maidservant has nothing in the house but a jar of oil. As long as you have a but, God is going to provide for you. As long as not it's a full stop, it's a comma and not a full stop, God will still provide for you. One of the lessons we can learn from this episode is that God will do exactly what He has promised to do. The Lord will fulfill, or the Lord will fill all of those vessels, and He did. If God commands you to do something, do it. It might not look like, it's not logical, but if God says go, then we need to do it.
Nabi kaya to, ina nonton bulan siang tindai, bakat olah dulu macungor matakan ikua, bakat diri takat ikut matakan siang tindai, yang kami buka kian tengah, kami drive tikian, tapi mentari di cisu bakat melek. Kuni bakat terang nabi kaya to, me kau tinggal subur bura, kuni bakat terang nabi kanto basika, me kau tinggal tadi mana kau tuan serau di kelu, kakek tengah kila ni bakat matiko, bakat matea, tu na turang ada mutan tu na bosa, kili, oh gana kiliu, usen bakat matea, bakat matiko. Kasi nga nabiuta na kauti ko tani ka na rusa. Tapi bertangi ko ka na salah bakalo na bakalo lomo na mandua. Ada besi ka na mataka. Wano da sa medo ba na kalu bikaw may. Ngone turang o chisua bikaw may. Biba ang bulay may. Bisireki may. Biba kalong ataki. Biba ang geti. Biba maroy may nangunin renre. Nangunin berberea. Nangunin baka Italia. Nangunin basti kaya. Ngone turang o chisua biba maroy may. Turangan marama. Ano kumasunin da rekia. Katabangan namnalon da singa. Ngone ang bagi binaka madasari di chisu bang utua. Tal libra kaya do chingo fixo ay on the cross. Tal bata bra kaya ready chisu bang mutua boy. Den retura kango ready chisu bang mutua. Kango ya do chingo lai me do chingo dono nga me ado ready chisu chingo bang mutua. Ausan ko masu dara bakan dira takano do biokani. Taru chisu me no muturano bang bula. Maron bu biokani bataki kwaya. Bakan dira takano mangaraba na turano chisu Kristo nang sinin do ready okina.